The US will restrict Russia's access to a range of dual-use goods. This was announced by US Secretary of the Treasury Janet Yellen. She noted that new sanctions will be announced as early as next week.
For more than 2 years, the coalition we formed in the immediate aftermath of Russia's invasion of Ukraine has stood strong. We continue cracking down on Russian sanctions evasion, and as soon as next week we will unveil strong new sanctions targeting those facilitating the Kremlin's war machine, including intermediaries and third countries that are supplying Russia with critical inputs for its military.
The U.S. Department of the Treasury will take further steps to tighten exports controls, Janet Yellen stated. This involves cutting off companies that do business with sanctioned organizations from the U.S. financial system. On October 17th, the U.S. Department of the Treasury announced sanctions against 3 Chinese entities and 1 individual. They are involved in producing long-range Garpia strike drones for the Russian military. The drones, as noted by the U.S. Treasury, are manufactured in Chinese factories in collaboration with Russian defense companies. Specialists from China were also involved in their development.
These are the first US sanctions imposed on PRC entities directly developing and producing complete weapon systems in partnership with Russian firms, from a statement by the US Treasury Department.
The export of most dual-use goods to Russia is now directly prohibited. However, Moscow has found new routes for transshipment of goods, including through India, Malaysia and Thailand. In the summer, Washington urged Ankara to halt exports of US equipment to Russia that could be used for military purposes. According to the Financial Times, after the US warning, Turkey, without making an official announcement, banned the transfer of dual-use goods to Russia. This includes electronics, processors, memory cards for missiles and drones, remote control systems, machine tools and other equipment necessary for weapon production.
Ankara has in recent weeks adjusted its customs systems to block exports of more than 4 dozen categories of US origin goods. The banned goods are taken from a list of 50 high-priority Western-made items that the US, UK, EU and Japan have identified as crucial to Russia's imports for its arms industry, from the Financial Times publication.
According to the Financial Times, before the full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine began, monthly exports of high-tech goods from Turkey to Russia amounted to about $3 million. However, by December 2022, this figure had soared to nearly $38 million, according to Turkish statistics. In 2024, following the US implementation of secondary sanctions, Turkish banks sharply reduced their business with Russian counterparties, leading to a decline in Turkish-Russian trade to $4.5 million. As experts have noted, Ankara's unannounced bans on military exports to Russia signal a clear shift away from serving as a lifeline for evading Western sanctions. Reported by Serhii Kulias, Christina Dombrovska, UATV News.